Hello everyone, welcome to another video of Rainbow Six Siege Master Guide. And today we're gonna be talking about Oryx. Oryx is a really interesting and different operator than we have ever seen before in the game when it came out on the first season of 2020. So Oryx's special ability is to essentially run through breakable surfaces or walls and go up hatches, which no other operator could do. So this really changes how the game's gonna go. But first, let's go through his loadout. So he has the T5 SMG, the same gun as Legion, um, and on his gun, I would say that the best thing to use, from all of the sights, probably the 1.5 times. It is a really good sight to have on him, but you could go with the hollow or any of the other ones. Um, on the barrels, a flash hider would be nice. You don't really need a compensator because this is a really low recoil gun. As you can see down on the right side, doesn't have that much recoil. Won't be needing the muzzle brake very much, so flash hider would be nice. If you really want to go quiet, you can use the suppressor. But yeah, he doesn't really have that many more stuff to his loadout. So the other gun that he has is this Fast 12, which is the same shotgun as the Valkyrie. So this shotgun doesn't really have any attachments to it. But it's also not that good of a shotgun. It's really slow and it doesn't deal that much damage, but you could try it out. You could get it's Siege. You can get kills with the guns, but they might not work the way you intend them to. He does have the Bailiff, which is a must go to him because he can open since he can go up hatches. It is really good that you have something to break the hatches. So the Bailiff is very essential on his loadout. But he also does have the USP 40. But yeah, the Bailiff is just superior for his playstyle. You could use some barbed wire to help out your team on just help out your team in general, or you could use the proximity alarm to try and help you out on knowing when you should go up the hatch. For example, you could place a proximity alarm close to a hatch, and whenever it goes off, you could go up it above it. So yeah, let's get into the custom match. Try out the guns, test the recoils, and then I'll show you how his ability works. Okay, so this time we are here on Villa instead of the house map. And let's start by showing you the gun recoils. So that, as you can see, we're like 9 meters away. This is the recoil without controlling it. So it's not that bad. And this is the recoil with me trying to control. And then you have the Bailiff. Now, the Bailiff is not a long-range gun. Even if I ADS, as you can see, look, it gets really spread apart. But it is a good gun to make rotation holes, since it is a shotgun. See, like here, I could already go through it, and it reloads. It takes a bit of time to reload, but it is a really good gun to open rotates, since it is a secondary. And yeah, and you could also use to open hatches. Now, maybe many people don't know it, but when you open a hatch, instead of you going on top of it and shooting like this, if you go like sideways, maybe even prone if you have the time, you can open a hatch in like 2 shots. Some people try to shoot it like from above, like just looking down at it, and it takes like several shots. But if you just go prone on the side or just shoot it like with an angle like this, it's much easier to open the hatch. Okay, so now we are here with the SPAS 12 and with the USP. So this is more or less the spread of the SPAS 12 from 9 meters. It's not that great, but not that bad as well. And this is how fast I can shoot, at least. I would say that's as fast as it can go. I don't know if I'm too slow, but that's as fast as I can go, at least. The USP is not, it's not all that bad. You shoot pretty quick as well. But yeah, as I said, well, you can have the shotgun as a primary and then a pistol as a secondary, but I would prefer the other SMG with a shotgun as a secondary. So now, how Oryx actually works. As you can see on his ability, he has 3 charges of his Ramadash, and what he does is he's a speedy boy. He just charges, and he goes quite far with it as well. And as you can see, it also recharges quite quickly, to be honest. It recharges only up to 3, and what you can do is go through walls with this weapon, break through surfaces. But as you can see, you do lose 5 HP, but if you want to maybe make a rotation here on the side, for example, for the team, it is a good trade. Also, after you do it, it takes a while to pick up your guns back up. If you just notice here, my hands are up, but not my gun yet. So be careful with that. The enemies might turn around to kill you before you have your guns up. But yeah, it's a pretty good thing. Sometimes it can be useful. And now the most interesting thing for Oryx is if you press once the spacebar or whatever button you have to jump, you can go up the hatch. And you can just look at it like this. You just hang on the hatch, and then you can press S again to drop. Or you first grip on it, and then space again, and he goes up like this. Or if you don't have the time and you know nobody's there, you need to be quick, you can just hold once and he will go directly up. And this is what I was talking about, proximity alarm. Maybe you could put like one here, and whenever it starts to go off, you can just go up the hatch, and hopefully the enemy either will be looking for the proximity alarm and he won't notice you, and even he might not hear you because of the proximity alarm. But yeah, this is basically what Oryx does. You can kill yourself with the Ramadash. If you are less than 5 HP, you will die. So be careful with that. Keep an eye on your health and don't use your ability on every single wall that you see in front of you, because you will start to lose a bunch of HP. Like, I'm 65 HP already, that's not good. And his ability also works on barricades and on castle barricades as well. Anything that can break, it works. Even on, for example, like this thing here, maybe it doesn't break, it does. If you charge on it, it completely breaks the thing. It's also really good to use on cafe, on those things under the skylight. You can break all of them and look through them. It might be a bit useful. One thing that I forgot to talk about here is that Oryx is a really big counter to Monty. As you can see here in the footage, if you dash into Monty, he's gonna get knocked back. And not only that, also when he is fully extended with his shield, he's also going to get knocked back. And another thing that works for any operator is whenever they're against a soft wall, you can send them through the soft wall, dealing 5 damage to them. So here in this situation is what you would encounter in a match, for example, when Monty's planted the diffuser and he's in the corner and you can't really shoot him. Oryx would be the perfect situation for this. You can literally just dash into him and knife him and you win the round. But yeah, this is Oryx for you. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video.